You know what happens? I keep looking up at you and you're not nodding. Oh, hello, good evening, jokers, smokers and pokers. I'm Linzi and this is QNews. Australians breathed a collective sigh of relief this week when the man who believed 14-year-old girls were responsible for luring priests into their love nest finally got the hint that nobody really liked his grotesque attitudes towards child abuse and resigned. Of course, our Prime Minister, the ever-considerate and objective Mr Sheen, has now admitted that he made a mistake in the GG's appointment. He also admitted that no checks were done and that his appointment was based purely on his community work. Of course, us lay folk, we can't take $50 out of our bank accounts unless we are checked, double-checked, cross-checked, and you're lucky if you get the bloody check at all. Seems a tad odd, eh? So I'm putting my hand up to be the next GG of Australia, as I believe I meet the criteria. I've done community work, have been inside a church, and have been known to wear a frock in my time. But the only thing I can see holding me back is that I don't have a wife, Canberra's a great place to visit, and I view 14-year-old girls a little differently. Oh well, for me, I guess it's back to the dole queue and single life. And duck and cover, folks. No, not against the threatening attack of terrorists, but of queer, gender-freak, trans boy, girl fag dykes. Yes, good folk of community television, when you next visit your favourite bar, pray to the heavens that the fad sweeping New York lesbians does not grace our doorsteps. Lesbians dressing up as boys, strapping down their boobies just to deliver pizzas, go shopping or have that all-important latte with a pal is sweeping the streets of New York faster than a terrorist on a mini-bike. The trans boy movement, as it is known, seems fantastically avant-garde and new. But you address these girls as boys and one must address them in their boys' names at all times. But are these fag-dyke, nipple-busting trans boys doing nothing more than getting the boys back for years of calling each other she in public, being overtly queenie and dressing up in tasteless women's clothing? My only problem here is once you've come out and told the olds that you're gay, wouldn't they be a tad confused when you bring home Rex, your new girlfriend with double Ds, forcing that very small t-shirt and that bulge in her pants as a limp lump of plastic perhaps, pretending to be a boy thingy. So to comply, I've changed my name to Bob, have a new tattoo simply reading Mother, and drive a smart Suzuki hatch. But that's not all that's new in identity crises. Fag dykes nothing, there is a new race of superior being coming your way known simply as the fag stag. The fag stag, the sensitive new age youth of today that finds having gay men as friends as necessary as a David Beckham haircut. One of these new breed actually admits he has more gay friends than straight. Cal's surprise. Many gays also have straight friends also, but we just don't find it necessary to create a movement around the concept. So I've come up with my own term for gays who have more straight friends than gay friends, and the term simply is friends. Or perhaps all this is just gay hype that is preparing us for the upcoming Paul Hogan film where he plays a gay man with a partner to escape taxes. And believe me, even the most hardened of us need more than a Beck's powder to accept this. I pray there are no sex scenes, as there's something about this whole concept that is a tad spooky. What other people decide to use... Oh, sorry, it should be. What if other people decide to use this concept of tax evasion? Could we see another tasty raid, but this time for retired tax evaders? I wonder if the police will remember their gloves this time. And who could have escaped the other news in the entertainment industry this week when an Australian film took out one of the most coveted Cannes Film Awards? The movie Firecracker nipped Bent TV's 3-hour entry, Lesbian Has Latte with X, and our other 10-minute offering, Candy Learns Calligraphy, by 10 votes more than Britain's entry in the Eurovision Song Contest, who scored 0, zilch when the judges saw their performance. And we all saw it too, and that's a sad part for these obviously very talented Brits. And I say talented, as it has been at least almost 500 years since a new key was added to the music scale, and these kids have managed to do it. And with such bravery and verve as I've never seen before in the music industry, I'm certainly hoping I see a lot more of them. And in sport this week, Anna Sorensen, I have so much trouble with that bloody name, it's Anna Sorensen, took on the big boys in the golfing world in the Masters tournament. This saw the boys really show their true colours as they screamed foul and sought to have her removed. Looks like the only male-dominated area of sport these days is obtuse dick-headedness, eh guys? Please, it's a ball on grass with a lot of holes in it. But not unlike our own national sport rounders, where we cross now to punt kick pairing 28MAY Valiant as they prepare for the over-16 Rounders Cup. It's over to you, Vic and 28MAY.
And thank you, Linzi. Here I am, punt kick pairing with Valiant 28MAY, convener of the over-16 Rounders team, in training for the 2006 Olympic Games. How's it going?
Well, very well indeed.
Good. Now we're in the kitchen.
Yes.
We were in the living room last time. How long did it take to get to the
It took
kitchen?
me no time at all. I did a swift Jesus Christ. A little advanced technology that I picked up off the telly tonight, really. Everyone's
Excellent.
doing it in New York.
Yeah,
This
very
is the-
risky.
This is the reason why I have to make a few trips and I'm trying to raise funds, you see.
All right, yeah.
Yes, I'm raising funds.
What have we got
also.
here?
Yes, I'm raising funds by cooking the arancini. And of course, that will help me to make overseas trips so that I can meet with other conveners. Now that, of course, I've become a cult figure, I am a little bit agoraphiliac, but I think I can manage to go around the main capital cities and to the Texan ranch. Why not?
Why not?
And there's the phone. I'm waiting actually for a very important call.
Yeah.
Hello? Yes, Peter. Thank you for calling. What time? 2 o'clock. I'll be there. Bye.
Peter, is
None
it
other than
the
our
Peter?
dear departed DGG. Now, he has promised me a portion of his $180,000 passive income, so that because he is looking for good works to do, one of which will be protecting our over-16 team from any prospective abuse.
Yeah, we've got to be
So
careful.
we're delighted to have him on board, and we thank him profusely from the bottom of our hearts. And, of course, I'm sorry, it's burning.
Oh, careful.
Never mind.
We'll test that later. We'll have a
We'll
bit of
test
try.
that later.
Thank you, Valiant 28MAY.
You're
I'm
more than
Patrick
welcome.
Perry. Back to Linz.
Well, that's the point, yeah, but I'd say pretty close to 80% of women have boobies. She'd have boobies. Do you reckon you'll do it, though? Come on, you reckon you'll do it?
No.
You don't reckon?
No.
Right, folks. Oh, get her blood germs. Oh, oh. Well, if I wish I was that multifaceted as our fabulous 28MAY Valiant. She's will be following Val throughout her quest to actually get her team to #1 in the International Over-16 Rounders contest coming up in the Commonwealth Games in a venue near you. Now, in finance this week, the footsie is nothing more than a fetish, and the All Ords wish they weren't. So, good community viewers, until next week, remember, one of the loveliest things about being single means you can treat the tube of toothpaste any way you want. Until next week, see you soon. Bye now. Oh, God, Jay, this is hard work. It really is. Like, I'm up all night writing this, and who watches? Who watches, Jay?